Yeah, that's perfect, is that, mate? I don't know how to shut my phone. How do you shut this fucking Apple Watch up? There's someone in my garden. It keeps fucking showing me on my watch.
Right, we're live.
We're live now. We're live.
Yo.
Like I said, we weren't going to do many of these podcasts while I'm in fight camp at the minute. But we've got the main man at the minute. He's Rod Tang's next opponent. He's training with us in Leeds. So we thought, whilst Mr. Jacob Smith is in Leeds training with us, we'd get him in and you guys can all get to know Rod Tang's next opponent. Jacob, thank you for joining us, mate. How are you?
Mate. I'm good, thanks, mate.
Just before we get cracking, we've got a few sponsor shout-outs to do. There's a lot to talk about. We can talk about all your journey, how you're feeling about fighting Rod Tang. We can talk about Rod Tang's fight yesterday, a bit of the controversy from the Super Leg fight yesterday. There's all sorts going on. We're just going to do some quick sponsor shout-outs. First of all, everyone knows what's coming now. It's Manscaped. The number one in grooming, male grooming, particularly below the belts. And this one, I didn't have this one before. This is the Lawnmower 3.0. I was just showing you this. This, obviously, this is for it doesn't nick, it doesn't drag the skin, it doesn't rip your balls to smithereens. And I was just showing you on it, it's got a cool torch on it, this. So this, right, basically, if you've got one of them kinky girls who are into all these crazy positions, Arabian goggles, Cincinnati bow tie, all that crazy shit, where their head might just end up down there somewhere, they lift your ball sack up, and you've missed a big clump of hair, this will find that look. You get that torch under there, it just gets everything. What did you say as well
One
earlier?
thing that needs, is a built-in mirror. Just a little tiny
there
built-in mirror. Just, you know what I mean? Just a little one.
Exactly, built-in mirror. There's more than just the ball shaver as well. And this is not just for your balls here, but it's for, I shave my whole body with this, to be fair. There's also the deodorants, etc. But this is really good. This is really nice, to be fair. So I always make a bit of a joke with this stuff, but this is really nice. This is the new refined Manscaped aftershave. And this is really, really nice. I do wear this all the time. So use code, if you're interested in buying any of your products, if you want to make yourself all pristine and pretty, code Kickin, and that will get you 20% off all the Manscaped products. Next shout out is for Schoolie. Can you pull this up on the screen, please? It's for my new meal prep sponsor. This is Diced. There we go. These guys, Diced Meal Prep. This is the best meal prep food I have ever had. Look at, mate, these pancakes, I had them over there. They were bad, boy. It's all nutritious. Nice. They've got a Michelin star chef who helps preparing their food for them. All the meals I've tried of them. They've got lots of different ones. Are absolutely amazing. They've got a lot of good fighters on there. There's Nico Carrillo. There's Haggerty there. You can see on the screen.
Get me involved.
Myself. There you go. If you're Jacob Smith, he wants to get involved. There's nationwide delivery. They're based in Scotland. They do all of Scotland. They do all of England now as well. It's nationwide. These guys are just looking to take over. And trust me, the food is absolutely beautiful. You've got some meals in there that are like under 500 calories and they're amazing. So yeah, Diced Meal Prep. This is the Instagram page. Give them a follow, check it out, and you can just go online and you can order. And like I say, every Wednesday it's nationwide delivery. The pancakes are absolutely fucking bad, boy. I had them. They were absolutely, well, my missus had them and I had like a little bit of them, but they were really nice.
Save that for a Saturday.
Yeah, cheat day. Right, let's get down to it. Rod Tang, he fought yesterday. Jacob, you're his next fight, I believe.
Yeah,
it's 6 weeks to you fight
6
him.
weeks, mate,
6 weeks. Yesterday, let's talk about that one championship show first before we get on to your story, your thing, because there's a lot of stuff that went on yesterday and a lot of controversy, wasn't there, really? Let's talk about Rod Tang first. Let's get that out of the way. I don't know how on earth that was a split decision. I could understand, if he was putting his hands down a little bit and letting the Russian hit him a little bit, but I don't think it was ever a split decision. What did you think of his performance as a whole yesterday?
I thought he looked strong, but it was. I don't think he'd done anything that I didn't already know that he could do. It was just same old Rod Tang.
I don't think he had any respect whatsoever for the Russian, did he?
No,
I honestly think he thought he was just going to blast him out of there, didn't he?
He did, yeah. I think after the first round he thought, I'll kill him now.
Yeah.
And then the second round the Russian come out a little bit busier. Didn't really look like he carried much power. But I think Rod Tang will be disappointed that he didn't get him out of there. Yeah,
you could tell he was getting very frustrated, wasn't he? There was some point he was, come on!
Yeah, he hates people that move, doesn't he?
Yeah, but what you meant to do is just stand in front of him and play into his hands.
Exactly.
I fair play to Gia because he took it late. He stood up to him. He took some
it
shots.
about 5 days' notice.
Yeah, exactly. And he was fucking going for it in round 3 a little bit. There were points in round 3. I know Rodtang just put his hands down and let him hit him, but he was fucking trying. He stayed to the end and he put in a good display. But like you said, like we didn't see anything that we thought was going to be out of the ordinary from Rodtang. I don't think he had any respect, and he honestly thought he was going to blow him away, I believe. So
yeah. To be honest, I hope he fights me like that as well. Because watching that fight yesterday, if he fights me like that, that's only giving me more confidence.
Yeah, exactly. There were lots of openings, and obviously you'll be fighting him not kickboxing rules, which that was yesterday. So there'll be elbows, there'll be small gloves, and yeah, there'll be a lot more gaps and damage caused if he just starts letting you hit him.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Yeah, if he puts his hands down like that and lets me whack him in 4 arms, mate, I'll be swinging for the hills.
Let's get on to the. No, we'll talk about Petrosian first because he just put on a clinic.
Mate, he just looks like Action Man.
Yeah,
he is sick.
I was looking at him yesterday, and in his southpaw stance, he had his hands up, and his bicep were just all bulged out.
He's sick,
I know,
isn't he? He's so good.
And it started off, and I thought, oh, he looks a bit slower here, but he didn't. He was just warming into the fight because by round 2 and 3, that David Kyria is a good level, like top level kickboxing fighter, and he just schooled him, didn't he?
It's so easy though. Like,
yeah,
he's just so good. Left hand, right hook. Left kick,
he never
beautiful.
does anything where you think,
left
ooh,
knee yesterday.
yeah.
Oh, mate, his left knee was so good yesterday.
He never does anything where you think, ooh, how did he do that? It's all solid basics, but no one can stop it because he's so good at them.
Mate, he must land just inch perfect every time.
He does. Well, I think what a lot of it is the way the foot positioning. He puts himself in the right place with his feet, and then he just starts to he unloads, and there's never loads like blistering combos. It's just like 2 or 3s or singles, but they all land flush. And like you said, that left knee yesterday, he kept lifting his right leg up and then driving the left knee up. It was beautiful, and you could tell by round 3 that David Kyria didn't want to know anymore, did he? Yeah, so let's talk about the controversy yesterday because everybody's just got. Well, I'm about to say it's got everyone arguing. It hasn't got everyone arguing because everyone's of the same opinion, other than Kieran Kedell, you tit, if you're watching. It's got everyone of the same opinion that was an absolutely disgraceful decision. So round 1, this was Superlek versus Ilias. Round 1, I had Ilias win. Superlek struggled to find his rhythm. He kept slipping on the canvas.
Yeah, I thought that, yeah.
He was slipping on the canvas. He couldn't get his best weapon off, which is his right kick. Round 2, evened up a little bit. I had that probably a draw.
Yeah.
Round 3, 4, and 5.
Superlek easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Are you of the same opinion as me?
Easily.
Yeah.
Mate, that right kick just forced him back the whole fight, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you can win by running away.
And I've seen a few people who've said, oh, well, under kickboxing rules, if you kick him across the arm, it doesn't score. Well,
mate, his arm today will be in bits, if not broken.
Yeah,
Could be.
I'm telling you, on the one championship scoring criteria, whenever I've been in a rules meeting, they've said the kickboxing will be scored by damage and effect and aggression. Superlek came forward to the aggressor. The effect was he had Ilias moving all over the ring and didn't want to stand there.
Forcing him back though with that right kick.
Yeah, forcing him back. And the damage was his arm and his body were all red raw.
Yeah.
So that's the 3 main things that I saw. And Ilias landed some good punches early, but like when he were trying to take the kick and then fire back with punches, none of them were landing. None of them were having good effects. I never saw Superlek's head fly back once or anything like that, did you?
No, because the kick landed too hard first before he could, so he couldn't really fire back with any power.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I was impressed with. Ilias did block quite a lot of the right kicks in the middle round, but there were too many that just went straight through arm, ribs, up high on this part of the arm here, which hurts when your arm starts to drop. And I think even Superlek at the end, he were in big shock. Do you know what? For a Thai, what I always think, a Thai, when they fought the way up, and a lot of them have come from real poor places, a Thai who's fought his way up to the top, when you win the one championship title, that makes you get more money, you get more exposure, you'll get more sponsors. And for a Thai who started off poor in life and fought his way to
that's it, isn't
it's
it?
a bit of, it's not nice to see, really. So, yeah, I was a bit gutted about that. But,
same,
Mr. Chhatri, he has come forward. He's done the honourable thing here.
That today, yeah.
He's done the honourable thing. He put a statement out, and even he said, look, that was the wrong decision. He says, I usually stand by my judges, etc., but I'm not having this immediate rematch because the winner was meant to be fighting Rodtang, because Rodtang jumped in the cage yesterday after, didn't he?
Yeah.
And but to be fair, I'll feel robbed if I have to watch Super Leg versus Rod Tang under kickboxing rules because we've all been waiting for that fight under Muay Thai rules. But speaking of Super Leg, he was another one you were going to fight, wasn't
Yeah, I was meant to fight him last March, mate.
We'll come to that anyway. We'll come to that. Right, let's get away from the one championship and let's learn about the man who's going to make his one championship debut in 6 weeks' time. So, Jacob, let's take it back and just where's Muay Thai? How did it get into your life? How did you start the journey?
So my partner coached at a gym for about 10 years since she was about 6. Told me, asked me one day, will I come along and train? And to be honest, I sort of brushed it off because I'd never really heard of Thai boxing before. I just said, Thai boxing?
What's this shit? It's like karate.
It's shit, yeah. Went there, sparred on my first day. Got levered.
On your first day?
First day.
Fucking hell.
There, sparred, got levered, loved it, snapped me toe in half. Taped it up and just thought, you know what? Fuck, this is sick.
It's addictive, isn't it?
Yeah, say I started first day on a Monday. That gym had an interclub on the Saturday. The coach said to me on the first day, do you want to jump in on Saturday?
You did an interclub after 5 days?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
This was about 9 years ago. So I've been doing Thai boxing for about 9 years. So the coach there at the time.
That's insane because like if there's any listeners out there who aren't sure what an interclub is, this is just like it's a hard sparring. Usually you will have no decision, but you'll have a crowd there. So it's 2 gyms. You'll get in just so you've got experience against another gym with a crowd. Usually this takes people 3 to 6 months before they're doing this, not 5 days.
Yeah, so first day, trained, sparred, got done in, but loved it. I really did snap my toe. I just put it back in place, taped it up. The coach said to me that day, do you want to jump in on Saturday and fight? Didn't tell me really that it weren't a fight. So I was like, fucking right, let's have it. Let's have it. That
Proper
Saturday, went there, battered this kid. But then everyone was going mad at me saying, no, just like calm down a little bit, calm down. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? It's a fucking fight, let's have it. Not realising that you can't really go full power like that, you know what I mean? From there, some personal stuff happened with the gym. So the gym shut down. And then there was another coach who ran like a kickboxing / Thai boxing gym.
Who was that?
Local to us, Colin Kilbride.
Oh, yeah.
He asked me missus, will she go and coach for him? At the time, I hadn't really been doing Thai boxing. I'd been doing Thai boxing about 2 weeks. So me missus went and coached for him for about 12 months. I went there and fought for him as well. I had 3 fights under Carl. My first fight for Carl, I'd been training about 3 months maybe. I fought 1. Second fight, I'd had 2 fights by the time I'd been training about 4 months.
So you were fast tracked into.
Second fight, I fought a guy from Super Gym. Rick Barnell.
Yeah.
Mike Bateman's name was.
I remember him.
I've been training about 5 months.
Yeah.
And I fought him C class. He'd fought 3 weeks before B class.
Yeah, I remember him. So
I was a bit nervous first time taking my shin pads off. I'd only been training about 4 to 5 months. Anyway, I was I didn't know how to score Thai boxing whatsoever. It was just fucking whack with my hands and that's it basically. First 2 rounds, I got absolutely battered, kicked all over the place, absolutely volleyed everywhere. My arm was killing. Next thing, I've hit him with a clean 1-2. Seeing that when I threw me jab, he parried a little bit. So next time, I've faked the jab, half faked it, come round with the left hook.
Is that knockout you put on? Mate, I watched it on the internet.
Knocked him
I remember
knocked him cold. And I was like, fuck, this is sick. This is sick.
There's no better drug than that first time you stop someone and everyone crowd everything and you've done it and you get that buzzing like,
I was like, mate, I know what though, I've proper cringe now looking back at it because I walk up to the camera and go, like a fucking donut. But it was just one of them things, mate. But from there, I had 1 more fight under Carl. Things didn't work out as planned, so we ended up leaving, going our own way. My missus opened our gym now, which is
Thai Fist
Gym. And then as time went by, I sort of started to become more part of the gym, not just like fight under her. I started to become like a coach for her. And then once I realised that I wanted to take it serious.
Did you ever have any arguments with your missus when she were coaching you? Because when me and Kate used to do it, we used to fucking... Well, honestly, she used to hate me, did Kate. When Kate used to train under me, she used to fucking hate me.
No. It was all right, to be honest, mate.
Yeah.
It's been sound, to be honest, yeah. I've not really had, like other than me missus, who's been absolutely fantastic up until this point, and me missus' brother, Kevin, who's an absolute fucking Muay Thai genius.
Yeah.
But he's lazy, to be honest. Yeah. He could come now, fight it, and take it quite far, you know what I mean? But well, anyway, yeah. So once I started taking it a little bit more serious and realised that I wanted to, you know, fight properly, I started to do a little bit of training here and there with different people. You being one of them. Taught me the low kick early on.
Yeah.
From then on, mate, I've destroyed many people with that low kick. Yeah, and then it's just sort of, I don't know what, it sort of went really fast, mate.
Like, because when I first saw you fight, and then I could see you on these shows up and everywhere, and I could see like the odd time you're training and stuff, I could tell you were obsessed with it. Did that start early on then? Or were it just a few fights in me? You thought, you know what, this is fucking alright.
You know what, I'm sort of skipping a bit out there because, like, I done it because I thought it's sick, like it's a fight, sort of like a legal street fight for me. I was just getting stoned and then jumping in, like so I'd get stoned and then jump in, fight under call. That's what I was doing. And then once my little girl was born, it was like, right, this is where now I need to decide what path I'm going to take. Whether I'm going to keep doing bits and bobs on the street, smoking, doing whatever else, or am I gonna pack that shit in and actually see what I can do with Thai boxing? And obviously I chose the best path, and then that's when I thought, you know what, I'll actually fucking try and make something of this. And then all of a sudden it just clicked, and I was just obsessed with it. Then training all the time, like wanted to always better myself. And I like, even that, like right now, I can't go one day without training, where, like, no matter what it is. Otherwise,
you feel guilty when you don't. I do. Even when I know my body's telling me to have a rest, and I think, oh, I need a rest here. I get halfway through my rest day, and I'm in fact going, why are you training?
Start jitting around,
why are you training, you lazy bastard? Do you know what I mean?
And as well, it gets me down, man.
Yeah,
gets me down badly.
It's I suppose in a way, that is not a fucking bad trait to have at all. But when your body's having, especially when you're my age, when your body tells you to have a rest, you've got to have a rest.
Yeah, you'd have, yeah.
But like you said, it's not a bad trait to have, mate, when you're that obsessed with
it. This camp, I've been definitely listening to my body more because, you know, the fight, the scale of the fight, it's the biggest fight that I could possibly have in Thai boxing right now. So I am definitely listening to my body more now.
Yeah. Let's talk about, because I started watching you were like bouncing around on all fucking big shows. You just came out of nowhere, then all of a sudden you're all over Yokkao, you're all over Main Event, etc, etc. Let's just talk about that. I want to talk about how you worked your way up through those ranks.
Do you know what, mate? It come really fast. Like I was fighting sort of nobody, and then next thing it was like, right, me first big fight against somebody who was like quite well known was James O'Connell.
I remember like booted his leg to smithereens.
Yeah.
I remember watching that, and I think I messaged you afterwards and went, mate, them low kicks were sick.
Yeah, I was hitting him with some sick combos, man. Yeah. So that was my first big fight. I remember
that Main Event that were.
It was the Main Event. Yeah. I remember speaking to James on Facebook about he had a pull out, and I said, I'll fight you.
Yeah.
And he said, oh no, he was basically fobbed me off.
Bigger fish to fry sort of thing.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, because he had a lot of titles. He had a lot of fights everywhere. Fought in Thailand and stuff, hadn't he?
Yeah, he'd but he wasn't really great, was he?
Yeah,
he was just tough as nails.
Yeah, he
was
very,
quite
very
fit.
tough, yeah.
But that's it, really.
Yeah.
He didn't really offer anything. So I was convinced after probably...
How many fights have you had here?
A-class.
Yeah, just altogether,
altogether about 22.
Yeah.
I've had about 11 A-class.
Yeah.
So I think James O'Connell had probably, I don't know, 40, 50 fights maybe, something like that. So he sort of fobbed me off, but I was convinced I could beat him.
Yeah.
So I thought, if I beat him, that's like getting me on the scene then.
Yeah. And
So-
how many fights have you had when you fought him then?
Fucking hell, it was like my third A-class fight.
Fucking hell.
He'd had about, don't know, 30 A-class maybe.
Yeah.
And but I was convinced I could beat him. So anyway, I've managed to talk myself into the fight with him. At first, he, like I say, he sort of fobbed me off, and then it got left. And then a couple of months later, his next opponent pulled out as well. So then he private messaged me and he said, look, can you get me and you on a show? So I messaged Ricky Sewell and just said, listen, mate, I've got an opponent there if you can get me on your show. And he said, who? So I told him, and he was like, I can get it on, mate. Leave it with me. 15 minutes later, he'd done a little deal with James, messaged me back, said, mate, that fight's on. I was probably me at the time, by far, my best performance.
You looked absolutely brilliant in that fight, and it was
him,
big time. And
I think I stopped him in
the third or
Jordan
fourth,
stopped him in the fourth round.
Yeah, I remember at that time as well. I've never seen anyone just beat him into submission like that.
Yeah,
it was very impressive.
Yeah, mate, I battered him for the whole fight, to be honest. But he was tough as
Yeah,
nails. You know,
he
like
is.
I was twatting him.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, fucking hell, mate, he's just keep going forward here. He's metal.
On those shows as well, they were a big like stage to fight. On the main event, they were always live on internet. There were a lot of people in this arena. They were always packed out arenas, and they were always straight on YouTube and stuff like that. So a lot of people saw that, and I think that's when people stood up and took notice and thought, hang on a minute, he
Mate,
means business here.
that's when like I'd sort of spoke to you a lot before that fight anyway, but then like Jordan was saying to me like that was like a massive thing for me for him to come and find me and say to me, mate, you were so good tonight and that, and I was like, fucking hell, mate, that's like Jordan Watson there, just telling me like I'm fucking doing good. You know what I mean? Jordan, Liam, Andy, and all of you were like saying like I was bossing that, so I was like, you know what? Fucking, I'm gonna proper stick to this, me, you know, and like become the best.
You started getting a name for yourself on the Yokow shows as well, didn't you?
I did,
you were a regular on them, weren't you? How did
Yeah.
that start, and what were your journey like up through them? Because you had some great fights on those shows.
Yeah, so my first fight was against Reece Thompson. At the time, I think I was 8th in the UK and he was 4th in the UK. It was a draw, but to be honest, I was sort of happy with the draw because the first 2 rounds, I couldn't get near him.
I remember that, and I remember you coming back on, because I fought on the same one, didn't I?
Yeah, you did,
and
yeah.
I remember being up in the changing room and I thought, oh, it's going to be a whitewash this. And
Yeah,
then you
that's
came
it.
back in 3-4.
Yeah, mate, because after round 2, I got a bad bollocking in the corner, and my missus told me, go forward and clinch him.
Yeah.
Don't stop staying so long away from him because he's just teeping you and kicking you and moving.
He were very good at that with Reece Thompson.
very
If you
good
give
at
him
it.
the range, he'll make you.
That's it, and I'm not sure why I started so slow, but anyway, round 3, 4, and 5, I managed to like grind him and clinch him and just be horrible, drag him into a bit of a dogfight.
Yeah.
And I managed to get a draw out of it. Reece weren't very happy about it. I was quite happy about it, so that sort of tells a story, you know what I mean? And then in the meantime, before I fought Reece again, at the time, Macaulay Coyle was number 1 in the UK at my weight. I'd also previously been beat by Macaulay. That was my first A-class fight in the UK.
Macaulay were a good fighter.
Very good, Macaulay.
Very good, strong left kick, wasn't it?
Very. He smashed my arm to bits.
Yeah.
So I fought Mac, lost to Mac, fought Reece, got a draw with Reece. In the meantime, Reece fought Mac. Mac was number 1 at the time. Reece beat Mac.
Yeah. So he went to number 1.
So then he went to number 1. And then when I fought Reece in the rematch, I think Reece thought he was going to just school me quite easily.
Yeah.
But I knew for the whole camp I was going to hurt him. I knew I was going to stop him.
That were another one where you just fucking blitzed him.
Yeah,
that wasn't a competitive fight at all.
No, it wasn't.
You absolutely destroyed him, didn't you?
Yeah, I just thought to myself like he sort of looks weak at the body. I thought if I just smash his body and boot his leg, and as soon as I done it, hit him with one body shot, he sort of winced, and I thought it's game over.
You bullied him in that fight. That obviously took you to UK number 1. But let's pull it back. We have to bring the infamous football kick in here. We need to bring our mate Simon Forrest.
So I had to fucking avoid that.
I knew you'd fucking. I thought he's not going to talk about the Forest.
Here we fucking go.
You'll enjoy this one, Schoolie, in there, mate. You'll like this.
Okay.
I don't think you've seen this one, have you, Schoolie? No, because Simon Forrest got his head booted out of fucking
Sorry,
out of
Simon,
stadium.
mate. Sorry, mate.
That was just warming up into a good fight, that one as well. You were just getting going. He started crazy, did Si, and he was just fucking rushing at you.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
a good
he
fight.
was. It was. he probably won rounds 1 and 2. I think it happened in round 3.
Yeah. That's when it was warming up. You were just starting to come back into it. And I was thinking, it's warming up now. Oh, Si's dead.
Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, because, like, I don't want to take nothing away from Simon, but that day, I was ill as fuck. Like, to the point where I was going to pull out. Like, literally, our fight had to get moved forward because I went and spoke to Brian and said to Brian, to be honest, sorry, Brian. I told Brian a lie. I told him something else. But the reason that the fight with Simon had to get pulled forward on the show was because if it was left until when it was meant to be, I wouldn't have been able to fight, mate. Honestly, really? Yeah, because the time I was getting worse. Yeah, as I was sick. Right, I'm not messing. Every single fight until my fight with Simon.
Fucking hell.
Sorry, Simon, mate. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just being honest.
It's alright, he's coming down bad company next week. You can just fight him in gym again. You can scrab it out in gym. Swatted, even though he's fucking 75 kilos or something, the fat twat.
Fat bastard. Yeah. Simon probably won the first 2 rounds. Round 3, I started to come into it. I thought to myself, like, he can't really hurt me. So I'll just try and bully him, clinch him and stuff. Clinched him once. Turned him in the clinch. Fucking hell. Turned him in the clinch and kicked him. A bit too late. His head had already hit the floor before I kicked him. Sorry, Si.
You know what? We've been trying.
DQ.
Yeah, we've been trying to get the footage of that, me and Simon, for fucking forever off Filippo, but because I want to laugh at it. But
fuck's sake.
Well, honestly, Simon's even said to Filippo, "I'll give you $1,000 just to get footage. We want to see it."
Oh.
But yeah.
Anyway, Simon, you could have definitely got up off that kick, you little fucker.
Yeah, he played on it, didn't he?
Played the game.
He fell with his hand out a ring and went, "Give me my money."
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he fell down like he had a pair of steel toe cap boots on. You fucking fairy.
Only joking. Yeah, you can.
Only joking, Si, mate.
Yeah, Si's coming down to Spa next week, mate, so you can just fucking knock him again.
Yeah, mate. You know what? He's safe, Simon, mate.
He's brilliant. He's a fucking great guy. So after that, you beat Reece Thompson. Then you are now UK number 1.
Yeah.
What came after that? Was that insane fight with the Spanish where there was blood everywhere?
Yeah. I don't know whether you can see that.
Oh yeah, I can see. It's massive. That the right scar on that. Yeah.
Yeah. That was fucking stupid because.
Well, even our Andy in the commentary, even Andy was saying, "What is he doing?"
I know. You know what? I just sort of got carried away with it. You know, like it was. I was really comfortable with the fight, really comfortable, and I thought I can stop him here. And mate, there's a sick clip, yeah, of I hit him right hand, left body hook, and then left knee, and he's going down, and I hit him with the sickest elbow just behind the ear. He goes down flat.
I was looking for that
flat out.
Yesterday, but that the round before you actually stopped him?
Yeah, flat out. And I thought, done. Got to like 6 seconds on the count, and he's fucking getting up. I'm thinking, what? I've just laid him out. He was basically unconscious. Next thing, he's getting up. So that was actually, I think that was after I cut him, maybe after he cut me, I think.
Yeah, cause I remember there's just blood everywhere, wasn't there?
I can't remember whether it was.
What were his name, just in case anyone wants to go watch this fight?
Manuel Gomez.
That's it. Jacob Smith versus Manuel. It's a fucking absolute bloodbath.
Yeah, it's a war.
He's brilliant to watch.
But it was fucking stupid of me because I was cruising anyway.
Yeah.
I was cruising, and then I thought I'll just stop him easily. Started to like lean in a little bit too much, head low and stuff. And next thing he hits me with an elbow, cuts me head. Didn't really cause much effect to me other than a big fucking cut on my head. And then I just thought to myself after that,
this.
You fucking stupid bastard. Now you're going to have to go mental, otherwise it might get stopped because of your hut.
Yeah.
So then from then on, mate, I just thought, you cheeky little bastard, you're getting it. So I twatted him after that.
That's sort of like an unwritten rule in Thai boxing. I know you're meant to keep you cool and that, but when someone fucking elbows you, the game plan goes out the window. You're like, fuck
mate,
this.
Look, listen to this.
Let's go.
Hit me right with an elbow first there. Tiniest cut ever. Little trickle down my face, and I've just went, ha, like laughed at him, yeah. And he must have thought, sound. Next thing, he hit me with a fucking sick one, blood all over my face, and I thought, well, you're getting it now for that.
Yeah, because I remember even our Andy was saying it comments going, what is Jacob doing here? But yeah, it was a very exciting fight for the fans.
Yeah, I give him 2 8 counts in that fight, and then Ricky jumped in and saved him because, to be honest,
he was fucked.
Mate,
he was in a bad way. He moaned a little bit, but he was fucked.
Yeah, like, To be fair, if it was me, I would have probably been disappointed getting stopped like that. But at the end of the day, yeah, it wasn't going to turn out very well for him.
Yeah.
He was going to get knocked out.
Yeah, but big time. Because you'd beat him to the point to the body where his hands were just dropping and dropping. You kept left kicking him, body shotting him.
That's it. Yeah.
And his hands were coming down, and the way you were slinging elbows about, there were only one way that were going to end. And
because I thought to myself, he's just cut me with an elbow. Yeah, I'm going to fucking cut him back. Mate. He just wouldn't cut though. Yeah. Leather skin.
Do you know what I was just thinking of then? Remember when Jordan Watson's teeth flew out? Do you remember that?
Nah, I can't remember.
So what happened was, we were on the same show when I fought Anna White. Jordan Watson's teeth flew out. He got back. He was winning the fight easy. It was round 2. He'd battered him round 1 and 2. An Italian boy. And the Italian boy, right end of round 2, he threw a spinning elbow at Jordan straight in the face, and his front 3 teeth all flew out of his mouth because he didn't have a gum shield in.
Fucking hell.
He came back to the corner, and Richie went, "Oh, your teeth are gone. Do you want to stop?" He went, "Do I fuck you?" He said, "I'm going to go fucking knock him this round." And he went out next round and absolutely destroyed him and stopped him. Sick. And he had to go to hospital and get all his teeth put straight back in. That's what that reminded me of.
Oh, mate, as well, yeah. Just to bring it back to that fight again. Fucking hell, you're not going to believe this. So, I know that, the Vaseline got left in the changing rooms.
Oh, no.
I swear, mate. And it was the biggest cut. It was about that big, wasn't it?
Yeah,
on
it
the top of my head. I know that Vaseline
Can we see, Schooling, can we see the scar on the side of his head on there?
It is big, like.
It is massive. Can we see it on the camera?
Yep.
Yeah. It's a big old scar. But I remember your face was caked in blood.
Yeah, it was, mate. I know that Vaseline wouldn't have done much to it, but it would have sort of slowed it down a little bit.
Yeah, of course. It's a massive thing.
And,
when you've got Vaseline on your head and stuff as well, it does make stuff slip
so
off.
I think it might have been the second round that I got cut. Come back to the corner after the second round. And my missus went like that to go in the bucket to get the Vaseline and went,
"Oh, no."
Shit. I've got no Vaseline. So it was just a quick wipe job. Get back out there and fucking stop him.
Yeah, well, it worked.
It worked, yeah.
Is that when One Championship came knocking after that fight?
Yeah, so...
Well, there you go. I know you said it were a bit of a fucking stupid thing to do fighting like that, but you caught someone's eye with it. Do you know what I mean?
That's it, mate, innit? That's it. So I thought to myself that it was going to take a couple more fights after that fight of me doing a good job on a couple of people before one phoned me.
Yeah.
And no, mate, within a couple of months, I got a message off Timo Rouge.
Yeah.
Messaged me, and the first fight he actually offered me the Sam A fight at 56.7, I think it is. But at the time, I was maybe walking around.
You're big for 57. Yeah, I know that's your fight, but you're big for it. And with the hydration, I think it'd be a struggle.
Yeah, I was walking around at the time too big.
Yeah.
To make it within about six or 7 weeks' notice.
Yeah.
So I said, look, there's no way that I can make that weight at this time. But if you've got any room in the 61.2 division, I'm your man. That's when I got offered the kicking machine.
Yeah, super leg.
He offered me super leg. It took me less than 1 second to accept it. Said yeah. That obviously got the whole show got cancelled actually because of COVID. That was meant to be last March. That, and then from then on, obviously this pandemic been shite.
Fucked everything on it.
Fucked us. And then so from so I thought, to be honest, it was going to take a couple more fights. And when people ask me like what my main goal was now, I'd always tell them like me personally now, my main goal is for One Championship to sign me, and then take it from there, and obviously at one point to become one world champion.
Let's talk about your debut. It's on fucking the biggest show of the year.
Yeah, it is.
Streamed live in America. The main event is Mighty Mouse or Danger Mouse, I forget his name all the time.
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse, and that's Danger Mouse. Demetrius Johnson, fucking Danger Mouse. Yeah, Mighty Mouse is the main event. Alvarez is on as well, so it's obviously a huge deal. What was that like when they said, right, when you're fighting, it's on this fucking card?
It was like
surreal.
So at first, Timo rang me, offered me Rod Tang, and I was like, fucking right, I will, yeah. I thought it was for the title. It's not for the title. So Timo told me that the reason it's not for the title is because there's only space for one 5-round fight on that card.
Because of TV rights. And the timing and stuff, right.
Yeah. So, which is obviously DJ versus, I'm not sure who he's fighting. But, so, they wanted to put one Muay Thai super fight on it, he said to me. So he said, I'm calling you to fight Rod Tang because I know that you won't run away like everyone else.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, fucking right. Let's have it.
Let's
Let's fucking roll.
So obviously you've watched him fight yesterday and you said like you took a lot of confidence from that. You've also changed teams and you've moved yourself over to training with us guys at Bad Company. How's that working for you?
Mate,
I hope you're enjoying it.
Mate, it's sick. I feel like I've improved so much in like 4 weeks, and I've still got like 6 weeks to go. So I think it's just going to take me to the next level, like this fight, and then from this fight on.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm just going to keep improving, mate.
Therefore, and you've fitted in with all those guys really well and stuff.
Yeah,
it's good to have
mate.
you being there as part of the team for us.
Like
and
now,
stuff.
mate. I've never really had like a proper coach. You know what I mean? Like ever.
Yeah. Mate, to let's just pull that back because did you hear that, everyone? I hope you were listening to what you just said then. He's UK #1 and signed to one championship with no fucking. He's never had a coach. That is unbelievable.
I've had me missus who's like guided me. Obviously too small to pad me. She's always been the brains behind it. Like she's always put a good game plan together for me. I've had Kevin who's helped me sparring and stuff like that, and Ian Deedy.
Ian, yeah. I want to say I see you on pads of Ian. You always look good on pads of Ian.
Honestly, yeah. I love him. Top man. Pads me anytime I need padding. Do you know what I mean? He's done a great job this far. He's always going to be me mate. He'll always pad me.
Yeah.
But it was just the right time, mate, to just make that move over to like an elite team, not just me going here and going there. I've got to like now, mate. I'm going to be full Badco Thai fist.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That's fucking unbelievable though that you have got that far just by doing bits like that. It reminded me of Danny Mitchell with the Had Him On podcast. And obviously MMA fighter. He'd pulled himself all the way to UFC with
sick,
no
man.
coach.
That's sick, man.
And know what he used to do when he used to fight in UFC? Just take his mate with him as his corner man. And he'd turn up, he wouldn't have no game plan for him or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? So
just turn up and fight.
Yeah. So that is fucking crazy. And we're all fighting around. There's a few shows around that time, and we're all on the same card.
Which is even better.
Amber Kitchen is on that card. She's moved to Bad Company now for 6 weeks. She's at Bad Company from Monday. Nice. So it's going to be nice to just have us all there. We're all working together at Four Corners Gym as well. How's your boxing training going with John? Because I know you've added that to your game recently, which
mate,
you never did before.
Honestly, John Gillies is the man. Yeah. He is the man. He's the man with the plan. Yeah. So John and Richard together. So John at Four Corners, Richard Smith, obviously at our gym now. He's having them two on my team now as like my two coaches. It's just going to take me to the next level. Yeah,
you've said you feel like you're fucking up your game
mate,
massively.
So much in like 4 weeks. John with the boxing, I feel like my boxing has gone. I'm punching harder. Like I was like on Thursday when I was hitting pads with John, my hands were killing all day, mate, because I was punching that hard. Like I feel like I'm punching harder, faster.
Like when we were doing a bit of play sparring earlier, and you hit me with like 2-3 punch combo. Where the fuck that come from? We didn't do that last month.
That's it, mate,
so you can tell it's like little subtle things that are being added into it now. Where you're like, you surprise yourself sometimes.
I do 100%,
when you learn something
mate.
new, and you're like, you're not too sure if it's gone in your head or not, and then you just do it in sparring. You're like, fucking hell.
That's it, mate. Like I was saying to you before, like I'm thinking without thinking. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I'm sort of thinking of situations now without actually having to think about it.
That's what Richard is really good at, in that, because like I always say to him before, whenever we've been training, he says like, we're working on the plan. I said, you haven't even told me the plan. He went, I know, I'm just slowly pushing it in, and you won't realise until you just start doing it naturally. And I'm like, fucking hell, Richard, I did this in sparring without noticing how we're actually doing it. It's good to because he doesn't just say, right, this is what we're going to do, let's work this and this. He just subtly starts doing it and adding it into the pads, adding it into the training and stuff. And like all of a sudden, you've got this new weapon added into your game.
100%, yeah. It's good as well that like John and Richard are both on like they're both telling me like similar things. Do you know what I mean? So which obviously is boss, because I'm going to have John and Richard both in the corner, aren't I?
Yeah, exactly. And Andy as well. You looked good on pads of him this morning as well when I was watching you train.
He is like probably the best pad man.
Yeah, he's sick.
He's so sick, man.
He's sick, mate. He loves it as well. He was all for 500 rounds a day. Who's next?
He's a maniac, isn't he?
He's
so. And I think Andy is like so good of a coach. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Isn't he? He's a boss coach.
Very, very good. And he keeps talking about wanting to fight again. I say, just coach. You're the sickest, mate. Don't need to fight. Save your body.
He is. But saying that though, holding pads all day, mate, he's just fucking.
Mate, he's strong as fuck.
Yeah, he is, mate.
He's strong as fuck.
Just like holds like 10 rounds of fucking pads just like that, and then
Well, the
next
thing
man
is,
10
I
rounds.
took him on pads, it must have been probably last month, and he's still got that fucking nasty snap in his shots as well. He's
Yeah.
still a nasty little bastard. He could
Yeah.
probably fight one more time, but he's just getting... Hopefully he gets one more out this year and then he can retire after that. Because I'd like to see him go out on a decent win in them... On one championship, on one more big show.
Definitely.
That'd be nice to see. But like, if he gets offered a fight after this, obviously the roles will reverse where he's padding me all the time now. I'll just start padding him all the time.
Yeah, man,
I'll
that's
have a
it,
little
man.
rest from my own
Nice.
training and I'll just pad
Yeah.
him all the time then. Schoolie, do we have a few questions that have been thrown in for Jacob?
Yes, we do.
Ooh. This is the nervous bit now. You never know what these fucking maniacs are going to ask on here. Where is Harry Greb on by any chance?
No, he ain't.
Oh,
today.
I'm
Don't know
disappointed
where he
with
is.
that. He's probably laid off because I told him off last time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Have you got a discount code for Jim King? There's a guy in the comments going mad saying, "Give me a discount code for Jim King."
I've unfortunately I've had my last month with Jim King now. I'm no longer part of the team. I'm 11th commandment only now. I'm just pushing my own brand.
Okay.
I am still pushing the loyalty footwear and the Big Dog vodka for Jay though, and we're still very good friends. But I'm just pushing my own brand now. 11th commandment.
Cool.
Give me a discount code anyway. Who's the cheeky bastard?
Get your hand in your pocket. You scruff.
His name is, do you know what his name is?
Go on.
Big Whopper.
Oh, fucking hell, says it all.
Right, questions. First one is from Pure Padwork, who've friends of the show, sponsored one of the shows before.
Yeah.
We'd love to know how Jacob plans to handle Rodtang's pressure. Fair play if he doesn't want to give the game plan away, but is he intending on making it a war and going toe-to-toe, or will he try and maintain the distance?
You've basically just answered your own question here. I'm not really going to give the game plan away.
We spoke about this earlier.
Literally,
We said
yeah.
we won't give the game plan away.
I'm not going to give the game plan away. Let's just say I'm going to fight him hard, and that's all I'm going to give away. Sorry.
Yeah, to be fair, if anyone who just stands in front of Rodtang is an idiot, isn't it? So,
Of course.
So there's going to be a few surprises in there for him.
100%.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm working on a few little tricks that I don't really want to give away. But like I've said before, that I'm going to fight fire with fire. And I will, but I'm going to have a few tricks up my sleeve. Let me just say that.
You can still fight hard, aggressive, strong, and go for the kill by being smart with
But
it
just
as well.
smart, yeah. That's
you
it,
can
mate.
get- Because I do that a lot. When I get in there, all my knockouts have never been me just swinging my arms around
Yeah.
as hard as I can.
That's it.
And I've had nearly 50, so you have to think about what you're doing and put yourself in the right place and have a look and
That's
figure it out.
what I was saying
and-
to you before. I'm thinking without thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I meant.
You'll get the odd fighter in there who will knock a lot of people out by just doing that. But anyone who's got a big KO ratio, they will always be. There's a lot of. Somebody in my garden again. And there's always a little. I don't want to turn it off. Keep showing there's someone in your garden. I don't have that.
Oh shit.
But yeah, a big KO fighter will always put themselves in the right place with their feet. They'll be thinking, they'll be timing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of thought that goes into it. Next question.
Okay, so we've got Mark Ledsham on YouTube. What will the win do for Jacob? Automatic rematch for the belt? Question mark.
You fucking better I'd do.
I'm gonna say.
And a load more cash. Fucking right.
Let's be right. If you win that fight, let's be right. If you win this fight, you are fucking propelled into instant.
100%.
Oh mate, let me just take this watch off. It's talking. You are propelled into instant superstardom.
Yeah, man. Defo. Yeah, fucking win this fight and I'll be demanding a rematch, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I say, a load more cash.
There's obviously even after this fight, there's so many good fights in that division. There's so many fights that can. But you're going to be in an instant big name just being on the show because it's live in America, biggest show at year. It's going to.
So for me, yeah, like fuck it. This is what I'm thinking, so I'm going to say it. I think I could beat Rodtang, beat him again, become the world champion, and then take some time to make the weight below and fight Sam A and beat him too.
There you go. That's the game plan, mate. That's the fucking plan of action.
There we fucking have it.
Yeah. Next question, mate.
Yep, we have got one from Half Squat on YouTube. When you have to dig deep, what drives you to keep going? What brings the beast out of you? What brings the beast out of you to come out on top?
I wanted to touch on something similar to this because I've never seen anyone fucking train all the crazy shit that you do. So answer that first, because then I want to ask you something about that training.
You know what,
you do.
mate? Nothing sort of like nothing has to. It's just fucking in me.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no quit in me. You know, I'm gonna say something what probably everyone says, but like, when the shit hits the fan, you know, me kids, this is what I'm doing it for. You know what I mean? I want to give them a better life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not gonna become a fucking millionaire off Thai boxing, but I can become comfortable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
I want to give them a better life, and yeah, really though. Not an ass to. I'm just fucking built like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Some people are
I'll
just
fucking
built
fight,
for it. Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
it, mate. Simple.
I want to ask you about, because I've seen you do some fucking crazy shit in the lockdowns. Was that just to like keep yourself sane?
Mate, I couldn't get no good Thai boxing in. So
When I say crazy shit, this was like outrageous fucking CrossFit style workouts and stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fucking hell, yeah, it was. Thinking about it now, fucking hell, mate, there was some mad shit going down. Like,
Are you doing it every day?
every single day, yeah.
Talk us through one of your toughest routines that you did, because I remember looking at one of them
So-
about that long and I'm thinking, how the fuck's he done that?
So, one of my toughest ones, yeah, fucking dead basic. 1,000 calorie row and 1,000 burpees as
Mate,
fast as you can.
That's outrageous. How
Obviously,
long did it take
burpees-
you to do a 1,000 calorie row?
So what I've done was I done 50 cal row, 50 burpees, 20 rounds.
Oh,
Took me 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah. And as well, yeah, the weather was shit, and I'd done it on my front garden. And I was just like,
How did you feel the day after that?
I just trained.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, fucking right, mate.
I think I'd
just
rather
carried-
run a marathon than do that. I would.
No, what, mate? Actually, I ran 20 miles just before I started camp with me mate there. That was fucking hard, though, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. When you get to like past 12, your legs just start to go fucking.
It was hard.
Yeah.
Like, it's just something I weren't used to. I'm not like. I think a lot of fighters run too much.
Yeah,
I don't really.
We're built
I
more
run-
for
I
explosive
run
stuff.
once a week, mate,
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, we're built for like explosive, bam, 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 bam,
Yeah,
bam,
that's
not long distance. I don't think we're built like that. So yeah, I think the furthest I've ever done is 15 mile, and after 12, my legs were just fucked.
Yeah. On like mile 17, all he was saying to me is, "I've got to fucking stop." Nearly crying to me. He was crying to me. I've got to stop.
Crying? Were you crying? Get him in so everyone could see his face. Get him in camera.
Yeah, but mate, I've done some mad shit, you know, during this lockdown, like, but it did keep me sane.
Yeah.
100% kept me sane, and I can't, like, me missus would say to me all the time, like, you don't need to do this every day, and I just go, I'm a fucking fighter.
Yeah.
And just fucking carry on. That was always like my little go-to. It's me fucking job. I've got to. So yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell, more rather you than me, mate. I was just eating fucking cake every day in them lockdowns. Schoolie, next.
Yeah, Levi_B91 on Instagram. Which Thai do you want to fight next? Well, you've got one right in front of you, so I'm not really sure about that question.
After Rod Tango, but it's
Yeah.
the Super Lekinen division. Who else in that division? There's quite a few good Thais, isn't there?
Fuck, mate, give me any of them.
Yeah.
Any of them.
There you go, mate.
Any of them.
Yeah, there you go. That's a proper fighter's answer.
Mate, honestly, fuck. I don't pick me, mate.
Yeah.
You put a name in front of me and I'll go, yes.
Bring it on. There you
Fucking
go.
right.
Answered that pretty easy.
Which Farang do you want to fight next?
Which foreigner? Farang is foreigner for anyone's listening to that.
I don't care.
Yeah. Again, did you very yeah.
I prefer Thais, but fuck anyone, mate, like I say. Throw whoever you want in
You're
front of
in
me.
that division. It's stacked, isn't it? That division.
It's a sick division, mate.
Yeah, yeah. It's, to be fair, they all are. But that 61 division, there's some of the best, the best fighters on the planet are in it.
Yeah,
out there.
100%.
And that's it. You're in there with them. So whoever you fight, it's going to be a huge fight, isn't it?
That's it, mate. Like there's like.
It's not like you can have an easy fight.
I was just gonna say that. Like, there's no point in being signed to one championship. Them saying, "Oh, do you want to fight him?" and you going, nah, not him. Just fuck, mate. Yeah, fucking right.
Exactly. The best are in there because
Give
of
me the
best.
cash and I'll fucking fight.
Yeah, the best are in there because of the best, and they want the best to fight the best, and that's
That's
it.
it.
When you're in there with them, you're going to fight whoever's put in front of you, aren't you? Really.
That's it, mate.
Next.
Do you think you will stay based in UK or move to Thailand?
No, I'll definitely stay based in UK.
Yeah.
100%.
To be fair, under the way you like. The rules set for one championship is not same as like stadium Muay Thai scoring in Thailand. So like you need more boxing, you need a bit more movement, you need a bit more head movement and stuff. Obviously, you need to have a good understanding of how Thai boxing works, etc. But if you just moved to say Thailand and you didn't have like a good boxing coach in the gym and it was just like generic Muay Thai pad work, I don't think that'd be effective. I know the Thais are good at it, but they've all started putting the boxing trainers in with them now and
Yeah.
stuff. They've all got a boxing coach. They're all starting doing strength and conditioning
That's it.
to get a bit more explosive. They're all doing stuff where they start the fights quicker and that. So they are getting wind of it. But I feel like the way, if I were going to train for one championship fights, I'd do them here.
I don't think that, 100%. I don't think that I could get the same training in Thailand as what I'm getting here now.
Yeah, definitely.
So-
I agree with that. 100%. Next question, mate.
That was the last one.
Oh, were it? Well,
Yeah.
that was lovely.
We have got 8 minutes to burn. If you just want to, I don't know if you want to. John Wayne Palm's.
Oh yeah, so this is so let's just talk about what's coming up on One Championship, because these are huge. John Wayne Palm versus Nicky Olsken has just been announced. That's going to be outrageous.
That's a sick fight.
It's going to be outrageous.
That's a sick fight.
What date is that?
That's on the 14th of April, I believe.
On this one.
I believe it's that one, yeah. So yeah, Wayne is just coming back off a fucking hip surgery, and his first fight for One Championship. Well, he's 44. He's retired. He's just had his fucking a plastic hip put in, or a metal hip. And this is again what you going back to what you said about fuck, I'm a fighter, let's fight. They offered him the baddest man in that division in 4-ounce MMA gloves. Do you want to fight Nicky Olsken? And he went, yeah.
He punches fucking hard.
Yeah, do you know what they both do? Wayne's had a lot of knockouts. Nicky's had a lot of knockouts. Wayne's, has Nicky ever fought in the 4-ounce MMA glove?
I don't think so.
I don't think I've ever seen him. But he's a sick boxer. Don't forget he went 12 rounds with Callum Smith.
Oh, that's fucking hard. That's sick.
Yeah, and also Wayne beat Mundine in his last fight, which was also boxing.
Oh, shit,
so
yeah.
I'm not even sure if we're going to see any kicks in this fight, mate. You put them two guys in 4-ounce gloves, someone's getting knocked clean out.
Yeah,
It's simple
100%,
as that. This fight
100%.
will not. If this fight goes to distance, I'll get my dick out on this podcast. I swear to God.
Go on, I will. So yours is bigger.
Because it's not going to go distance, is it? Let's be honest. It's going to be absolutely mental. On another one of these shows around here, we've got Amber who's coming to train with us. This has just been announced. Amber's going to fight Wonder Girl. Wonder Girl yesterday, she had a torrid time with Jackie Bunton. Jackie Bunton looked sick.
That left hook that she dropped her with was beauty, wasn't it?
Jackie Bunton looked really good. I like watching her videos with Janet Todd when they're training with Brian Popejoy over in America.
Boss, innit?
I worked at their gym. I did a bit of work with Brian Ortega in their gym last year. And I remember catching Brian working with some people and stuff, and I thought he's a sick coach. I like watching his videos, and you can tell he's really, really good at what he does. And those girls in his gym, they're not to be trifled with. Jackie just beat Wonder Girl. What do I say of one were called? Janet Todd, sorry. Janet she beat Stamp
didn't she?
for the kickboxing world title. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see Jackie following her footsteps and winning one at titles as well, because she's so good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed watching her fight yesterday. I'm sure there were another big fight that got announced, but I can't remember what it was. So it was lovely getting to know you, mate. Getting everyone to know the man who's fighting Rod Tang next.
Thanks for having me on.
We've got 6 weeks left before in the camp. We're all training
6 weeks,
hard.
mate, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to what the next 6 weeks bringing. Looking forward to the fight day, mate.
Mate, I can't wait. To be honest.
Mate, it's gonna be sick.
I'm so fit and strong.
The only shit
already.
thing he's gonna be is sitting in that hotel and not being allowed out of hotel. Because I want to have a fight and then go party in Singapore. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
I've never been
right.
to Singapore, mate. I've never been. I wanted to go
right.
party, but it don't matter. Needs must. We'll just have a beer in a hotel after.
Yeah, man.
But
Just had a quick question from Muay Magic.
Yep.
Just fired in you versus Haggerty. Jacob versus Haggerty.
But it could be, if Jacob wins, it could be on cards, couldn't it?
Yeah, man. Fuck anyone.
There you go, mate. Anyone. You've heard it here. Right, massive thank you for coming on, mate. And
just want to shout your socials, Jacob.
Oh, shit, yeah. Can you pull it up? Do you have time?
Yeah, I can do, yeah.
Yeah, just say what it is, man.
Show me Insta is J Smith Muay Thai. That's it, really. I don't have a Twitter or nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing on Twitter.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm doing. I just go on there and watch loads of Yanks arguing with each other on Twitter. That's all I like doing.
Yeah,
there we go.
There it is. There's me
Smith,
Instagram.
Muay Thai. Yep.
Yeah, give him a follow.
Follow him.
Follow his journey. Follow his One Championship journey. Look forward to his fight with Rod Tang. We'll be back in probably about 5-6 weeks, guys, after my fight, because I'm not sure we'll be doing any more of these. So, right, I'll see you all soon. Cheers. Thank you again, mate.
Thanks for having me on, mate.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.